Hello, Sagittarius. This is your reading for the week of March 3rd, or when you hear it and it resonates, and it will not be for every Sagittarian. So I received an image as I was starting to work with your energy, and I'm not really sure what it means yet. So I will describe it and ask questions. The first thing that I see is a map. And you know how when you're watching videos and they're talking about history and they're showing how this part of the world got overtaken by the British Empire or whatever empire, and they see the color, you see the color on the map changing as it shows the expansion of that particular culture. Well, what I'm seeing is something very similar for you. What I'm seeing is a map, and the lines, the boundaries are not clearly marked, but I know they're there. And what I'm seeing is you as this color spreading out over the map, getting to the edge of where your territory is. And that is really interesting because I see like these little toes coming out and grabbing onto the edge like that. Like you staked out your territory and that's it. You're hanging on. That's what it feels like. Now, what does that actually mean in terms of where you are at? Well, of course, you are not all at the same place because you're not the same person. So here we go. The cards that you get are trying versus doing, forgiveness, and past, present, future. So those are the three cards that Spirit is speaking to me with. And as I'm letting myself settle into that energy, what I'm getting is this. In the past, you have done a lot of trying. You have worked and struggled really hard to try to make relationships that were not really supporting you work. And in doing that, what happened was, there was all sorts of, I will say, there was a tendency to, in the process of trying to make things better, of abdicating some of your choices for what was good for you, making excuses, rationalizing, trying to figure out why things were the way they were so you could work around it. And it's like, no, that's not, you don't need to do that anymore. Now's the time to stake your territory. For some of you, it's going to mean a move. For some of you, it's going to mean leaving a situation. For some of you, it's going to mean a situation leaving you. But what this is about ultimately, Sagittarius, is you, my dears, really coming into your strengths. It's difficult for many of us to not focus on the details of the past, especially when we feel as though there's been where we haven't been seen, we haven't been loved, we haven't been respected, we haven't felt any of those things, whether it's true or not. Chances are it is. But anyway, it is really the attitude here of people will love us the way they can, and they have their limits. The fact that they may only love us or see us or respect us to this degree is more a statement about their ability to, rather than it is a statement of whether or not we are worthy of those things. But we're the only ones who can claim that. We as individuals are the only one who can say, I'm not going to spend any more time trying to figure out what's going on with those people. Where am I the happiest? Am I happy when I'm thinking about what went wrong in the past and how I could have done it differently or how they could have done it differently? Am I happiest when I'm thinking about the future? Well, only if it's positive, only if I'm looking at, yes, this is going to give me more of that. This is going to relieve me of that. If I'm anticipating these things with anxiety based on what the past was like, now's the time to look at this and go, you know what? I don't know why things went the way they went. You've got the forgiveness card, but the forgiveness card is saying it's not, let everyone, including you, be blameless. Name whatever you think the offense was and then decide it's not worth it for today. For today, accept that you might not be right in your perception, even if you think you're right. Allow for the possibility that you're not and choose forgiveness. Why is that important? It's important because forgiveness sets you free. It's not about the other people. It's about setting you free. But you have to make the choice. Really, we have to make the choice that we're willing to let go of whatever it is we're still struggling with, trying to figure out, blaming ourselves for, blaming somebody else for. This is where we say no. As soon as I start deliberately making a change, even in my attitude or my desire to change my attitude. You are already doing something. It is no longer trying, it is doing. And this is what Spirit is encouraging you to do. Past, present, future, this is so important. Only stay in past memories if they're positive and moving you forward. Only stay in future possibilities as long as it's inspiring you to create from that place of wonderment and good intention and well-being in yourself. Okay? Stay present so that you know what you're feeling, so that you're clear, so that you can be grounded, so that you can be aware of when your thoughts from the past are taking you off track, or when your thoughts in the present, or thoughts about the future are pulling you into anxiety. Notice these things. Choose forgiveness at every step of the way, and realize that just by doing that, you are doing things from an energetic level. You are doing things with intention. You are doing things with the intention of wellness and well-being. That the universe gets behind and supports. And that is going to allow you to stretch out and claim the territory that is in alignment with your truth and your values. Stay open to what that might look like. It might be different than you think, but you don't need to worry. Just stay aligned. Stay aligned and you'll come out. Of course, we'll have a schmozzle. We'll learn from the schmozzle. We'll take it back. We'll align. And more, we're going to be able to not get pulled into the schmozzle. We'll be able to assess it from here. And that's where you're going, Sag. That's where you're going. And that is where you're going to find your power. I'm going to leave you with that. Much love. Take care.